Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Win Today with ME. Your host is a transformative coach, so please keep your arms and legs inside your chair at all times, and welcome to the birthday stream. Happy birthday, ME.
Oh my gosh, thanks, Doug. I gotta say, when you have my life, every day is your birthday.
Nice.
I'm not lying. You know, people are asking me what I'm doing to celebrate. I'm living today like I do every day of my life. I'm not joking. I have such a different outlook on my life now. I've got so many exciting things happening, this podcast being one of them, and my new book, Win Today, A Jersey Girl's Guide to Living Your Best Life, coming out pre-launch now. I'm married to the love of my life. I've got my thriving business. Listen, every day is my birthday. That's just how I feel. So I love being here with you today on my birthday. And you know, I spent the last week in Cancun, Mexico.
Nice.
So I did enough celebrating then to last me 20 birthdays. So today it's all about water and black coffee.
Nice.
But no, I'm just so stoked to be here. And you know, I just truly do feel that way. I feel I'm living my best life. I feel like this next year that's in store, I'm so excited about everything that's coming up. And today is just, you know, another winning day for me. And I love it. And guys, I think last time we talked about getting crystal clear. There it is.
I'm pulling it up for you.
There it is. Win Today, A Jersey Girl's Guide to Living Your Best Life. So just to reiterate, I'd love you guys to sign up for it today. It's in pre-launch now. It'll be released on Amazon the beginning of June. But if you go to wintodaybook.com, please enter your email and you will be the first to know when the book officially comes out in a couple of weeks. But I'd love you guys to sign up for this in advance today. And I'm really proud of this book. And I've got hair extensions in, as we talked about last week. And it's a perfect match to this cover, which I didn't really intend that, but it worked out perfectly.
The cover looks great.
Isn't the cover? Come on now. If I was in a bookstore in the airport at Newark Airport and I'm about to hop on a plane and this was on the stand, I would pick up this book. If I was scrolling on Amazon, I'm an avid reader. This would jump right out at me if I was scrolling. So I hope that it jumps out to you guys too. I hope you pick it up. It's got some wonderful nuggets. And as we talked about last week on our podcast, it really looks at what do you need to start doing and stop doing in your life to not only win today, but to create a positive winning mindset. And that's what it's all about. And it's really based on my experience, Doug, you know, my travels along the way, the things that I did well, the things that I didn't do so well. I look at everything in my chapter as a learning lesson, right? Things happen for you and not to you. And everything, you know, I share a lot in it. I share some, you know, things that weren't easy for me to share. I'm going to be truthful. You know, some of the things made me uncomfortable to write, uncomfortable to read the final version. I thought about different people reading some of the things that I wrote. And I'm like, ooh, this makes me uncomfortable. But here's what. Everything in life worth going for, Doug, should make you uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
Everything that is worth going for should scare the hell out of you. Because if it doesn't, it ain't worth it. That's just how I feel. Every decision I've made, starting my own business, leaving my job, you know, saying yes to Wayne, everything scared the bejesus out of me because it was bold. It was scary. It was, you know, when you're going into the unknown, it should make you queasy. Yeah. It should make you quake in your boots a bit because that means you're on the right track. I love that. If something feels easy and comfortable to me, it's not worth it. I'm serious. Your dream should scare you. That's what we're going to talk about today. So that's all in that book. I really love you guys that have signed up for it already. We have an amazing response in the short period of time. In the 1 week that we've pre-launched it, we have like 1,000 emails captured and we're looking for more. So I'm just so grateful. So wintodaybook.com. We'd love to get you guys signed up in advance.
So there you have it right there on the screen, wintodaybook.com. And I also want to remind you guys that these podcasts are interactive. We want to interact with you. So leave a question in the comments section and ME will answer it live.
Love it. Love it. And so many birthday wishes today. If you really want to wish me a happy birthday, you will sign up at wintodaybook.com click on the link. And I'd love you to say happy birthday to me by pre-registering for the book. So thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. So we're going to talk about, so prior to last week, we talked about getting very crystal clear on your dream, getting very clear on your goal, because if we're not clear on our goals, we can't move forward. So now that we know what we want, we're crystal clear on it. What now? What next? This is another famous saying of mine. Once you figure out what you want, what now? What next? So I'm going to talk to you guys about 5 things. Now that you have a goal, have a dream, you're clear on it. What now? What next? 5 action steps that you're going to do going forward. All right. The first one, you can't be wishy-washy, friends. You can't be wishy-washy and you can't ish it. And let me talk to you what I mean by that. When you have made a decision, I'm going to go for this goal. I'm going to go for this dream. You got to be all in, Doug. You got to be 100% all in. No ishing it. No wishy-washy. No waffling back and forth. You have to make a decision. I'm going to be 100% committed to this goal, because here's what's going to happen. You have to be very clear to the universe what you want. If you are not clear, the universe really doesn't know what you want. The universe is a genie in the bottle. I want you to, that cartoon from Walt Disney, Aladdin, with that genie that comes out of the bottle. I want you guys to picture the universe like that. When you make a clear, committed decision, the genie in the bottle says, your wish is my command. It understands precisely what you want. But if you are constantly doubting yourself, if you're going back and forth on your decision, if you're waffling, if you're letting a bunch of doubts creep in, the genie's confused. He doesn't really know what you want. So I'll give you an example. One of my business partners is deciding to leave her job and to dedicate full time to her business. But she's going back and forth. She's letting a lot of naysayers get in her head. She's doubting herself. She's kind of ho-hum. She's a little bit negative. She keeps feeling guilty and having doubt. And let me tell you what's happened as a result. Her path has not been smooth. She's had a little bumpy road lately where things aren't flowing easily for her. And I kind of feel that it's because of this indecision a bit. You have to be 100% all in. And this commitment, as we just talked about, should scare you. It should make you uneasy. It should make you uncomfortable. When you're dipping that toe outside the comfort zone, it's going to make you a bit uncomfortable. And that's okay, but you have to be strong in this decision. You can't let indecision worm its way in. When you have this clear, committed decision, right? The genie in the bottle, the universe says, your wish is my command. And the moment you decide, guys, the universe will really work in your favor. And here's what's going to start to happen. I'm going to use myself as an example. When I said, okay, I've built this amazing business. Now I want to try to use that to do other things. And the other things were writing a book, starting a podcast, right? Maybe letting that lead to speaking engagements. Once I made that committed decision, Doug, to go for this, here's what started to happen. People magically came on my path that helped me do it. You showed up at my doorstep. Here's my studio. Here's my podcast. Here are my services. I have a social media person. She showed up. I have a publisher. He showed up. I have a co-writer. She showed up, right? I have a coach, a business coach who sort of is a life coach. He showed up. All these people started to show up in my life that made these goals happen. Listen, I have a team of people around me, Doug, that 3 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, I don't know. I didn't know you guys, because I made a clear, committed decision to go all in. And then the universe rubbed its magic lantern and said, your wish is my command. I'm going to give you Doug. I'm going to give you Amanda. I'm going to give you Coach Burt. I'm going to give you Andy. I'm going to give you all these people that are my people now, my team, that are helping me achieve my dreams. It's unbelievable. Things flowed easily for me. They flowed smoother. I didn't have roadblocks. I didn't even know how I was going to do a podcast. And now do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
When you make a decision, people, places, things, circumstances start showing up in your life that reward you for that. For example, a quote might jump out at you. You might have an idea in the shower. You might have opportunities come your way. It is a response to this clear, committed, 100% all in decision. It's amazing how that works. So that's the number one. You got to go all in, make 100% commitment. The second thing, I'm a big believer in knowing what your why is, right? But I like to go a step further. I'm going to call this your winning why. And what does a winning why look like? A winning why, guys, makes you jump out of bed in the morning. It makes you excited to wake up every day. When I know it's my podcast day, Doug, I am up and at 'em. I am jumping out of bed. I am on fire. This sets on my soul on fire. When my book was pre-launching last Tuesday, I was up at 4 a.m. I was so excited. I knew my dream was coming true. My winning why was strong. It got me up out of bed. And your winning why should be this. How will achieving your why help you, change you, level you up in your life? What do you need to let go in order to achieve this why? Who do you need to become to achieve your goal and the dream? That is a part of your winning why. Your winning why should be rock solid. And it needs to be rock solid because say you have a little bumps in the road, nothing but a thing because you have a winning why and it's strong and it's grounding you. It's keeping you moving forward. Your winning why should really set your soul on fire. Here's the other thing I want to be clear about. Sometimes we've had goals and dreams in our life, Doug, and they might not serve you anymore. So I'll give you an example. Back when I was doing triathlons, and I still do triathlons, maybe not Ironman level, but I will still do triathlons. But back in the day when I was focusing on doing Ironman level events, that really got me excited. I was focused on that. I was out of bed in the morning at 4:30 a.m. training for these things. And at the time, I thought, you know what? I'm going to try to be the best triathlete I can be. It's not that important to me anymore. And it sort of has fallen away as a goal, a big goal of mine. It's okay, friends, if you evolve. It's okay if goals or dreams that you once had maybe don't serve your current life anymore. Don't be afraid to let that go. Because again, if you have something on your vision board and you're staring at it and it doesn't set your soul on fire and really excite you and get you jazzed up, maybe it's not a winning why anymore. Maybe it's not a premier goal anymore. And it's okay, guys, that you pivot and shift and let that go. So I just want to be clear about that. Your goal should still be your goal because it excites you. Don't be wedded to a goal or a dream because you think you should. All right. So I just wanted to make sure you guys understand that. The third thing I like to talk about is calling bullshit on you. I'm a big believer in calling bullshit. And what that means is letting go of excuses. I don't like the phrase, I can't. I can't is simply code for I won't. So let's examine this a little bit more. Mary Ellen, I can't give up my wine to lose the 20 pounds. No. You won't give up the wine to lose the 20 pounds. Well, Mary Ellen, I really can't get on these trainings to level up my business. No. You won't get on trainings to level up your business. Mary Ellen, I really can't wake up early to start my exercise routine. No. You won't wake up early to start your exercise routine. If it's not a priority to you, friends, you'll find an excuse. Everything worth going for in our life, you can make time for, or else you'll just keep making excuses. It's just that simple. Everything in life that you want, everything in life that's worth going for, you will find the way, you will find the time, you will make it happen. It's just that simple. So I'm calling you bullshit on all of you that say, I can't. I want you to swap that out with I won't. Because when you say I can't, you are a victim. You remain a victim mentality thought process. You are the victim of your life. When you switch that to I won't, at least it empowers you a bit. So I want you guys to think about that. What are the things that you're saying I can't to? And I want you to swap that out for I won't. You are 100% responsible for your life. Let me say that again. You are 100% responsible for your life. No one else is responsible. And people will say, but Mary Ellen, but you see, I have this, that, or the other thing. Let me free you of all that. When you blame other people, places, things, past circumstances, past events, whatever it is, you are a victim and you give up your power to change your circumstances. When you are constantly blaming other people, places, things, past events, experiences, past failures, whatever it is, you are giving up the power to change it. You are not being the dominant force in your own life, people. When you really want something, you do whatever it takes. That's just the truth. You do whatever it takes to make it happen. And as I just shared earlier, when I was doing these Ironman races, I was working full time. I had young kids. It required me waking up at 4:30 a.m. to get it done. I didn't know how I was going to train for these things with a full life, but I found a way because it was important to me at the time. It made me jump out of bed in the morning. I was excited to do it. I found a way. If it's important to you, you'll find the time, you'll find a way. If not, you'll just keep making excuses. The fourth thing I'm going to share with you today, again, I talk about getting into action. This is called your winning 10. Your winning 10. I want you to write down a winning 10 list. So you have your crystal clear dream, right? We're going to let go of excuses. We're going to be 100% all in, right? You're not going to be wishy-washy. You are going to swap out I can't, right? For I won't. Now we want to get our winning 10. So let me give you an example. I want you to write down 10 things that's going to move you closer to your goal. So last 2 weeks ago, we talked about, I want you to do one thing small that's going to take you closer to your goal. Now we're going to take it a step further. We're going to write down 10 winning action items or action steps, if you were. Let me give you an example. Say your goal is to run a 5K. Okay. We're going to break this down for you. Number 1, you're going to decide on a race and a date. Number 2, you're going to find a training plan or connect with a coach. Number 3, you're going to purchase good running shoes. Number 4, you're going to decide on a start date that you're going to start training. Number 5, you're going to have conversations with your support team, your husband, your kids. You're going to let them know what you plan to do, what your goal is. You're going to ask for their support. Number 6, you're going to have to figure out what you need to give up to get training in. So for example, it might be giving up watching Netflix at night. It might be giving up some aspect of sleeping in to start training. What are you going to give up to go for your goal? Number 7, what time will you train? Will you train in the morning or after work? Number 8, you're going to lay out your clothes each night if you decide to train in the morning so that you get up and go and get right at it. Number 9, you're going to map out your first training route. And the last one is you're going to set your alarm for that morning when you're going to start the training plan. Do you see what I mean? Every one of those things, and it might sound simple, purchase running shoes. Well, that's a no-brainer, right? But this is all part of getting a clear action strategy to execute that dream. We might say, I want to run a 5K, but then we need to break that down a little bit further. So this is called my winning 10. Really, it's a brain dump. I like to do this. So again, when I was thinking about writing a book, I did a brain dump. Who maybe can be my editor? Who can be my publisher? Who's going to help me promote it? How am I going to, all these things I wrote down. It was a brain dump. So I call this list the winning 10. So I want you guys to do this. And again, it could be more than 10, but it has to be at least 10 things that are going to move you closer to that goal. The last step, and I briefly mentioned this last week, is something that I like to call a vibe, a winning vibration. I'm a big believer of your vibe attracts your tribe, right? The same thing is true with your vibe attracts the thing that you want in your life, the goal or the dream that you're going for. Okay.
I hope I spelled that right.
Yeah, it's all good. W-I-B-E-W-I. I like that version. All right. It's a winning vibration, a Y, right? You can have that, whatever you want to conjure up in your head. But this really is what it is. It's so funny. The vibe you are putting out to the universe will match that. It'll meet you where you're at. If you're putting out a wishy-washy, I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm indecisive, the universe is going to be like, yeah, I'm going to give you mediocre results because their universe isn't sure what it wants. It's like, do I rub the bottle? Do I not rub the bottle? What do I do? When you're putting out, oh my gosh, I'm 100% all in. I know my winning why. I'm going to let go of all bullshit excuses. I'm going to have my winning 10 list. When you have this amazing, it's just vibration, the universe has no choice but to meet it, Doug. Has no choice but to meet you where you're at. It's going to match your winning vibe. But if you're indecisive, if you're wishy-washy, if you're ishing it, if you're doubtful, doesn't know what to do, your vibe attracts your tribe. Your vibe attracts the genie in the bottle to say, your wish is my command. Make sure your why is strong and then match that vibration. Always be operating at a high vibration. And as we talked about in the last couple of episodes, this begins with getting out of bed, choosing positivity each day, choosing our winning mantra, having this winning mindset, knowing that anything is possible. Every day I wake up, I'm so excited for what's going to happen today. I don't know what's going to happen today, but I'm putting out this vibe every day. And I'm going to say, universe, you have no choice to meet this vibe. I'm up here. I'm operating at a high frequency. Come rise to meet me, universe. Make things happen. Put people in my path. Put opportunities at my feet. Make some shit happen today for me, universe. That's really what I'm saying. And that begins with my vibration. So when you are operating at this high frequency, the universe will align things to meet you. It'll move things around to meet you where you're at. You might get overwhelmed, guys, but I want you to lean into this. I want you to lean into this and just keep saying, I'm the power in my own life. I'm the dominant force in my own life. I have a high winning vibration today. Anything is possible. I know opportunities are going to come my way. Once you are up there, the universe will rise to meet you. It's really that simple. So let's review, guys. All right. So we have a clear goal, a clear dream. You're going to focus on one thing for now. Number one, you're going to make 100% committed decision. You know, I have a friend of mine. She's also about to give notice in her corporate job. She's going to work her business full time. She texted me while I was in Cancun and she said, I am all in 100%. She had a date that she was giving notice. She had a plan of action. We were already on the phone this week strategizing. She is all in, no going back, 100%. The universe is going to rise up to meet her now. And I kept saying to her, I am so excited for you. I can't wait to see how the universe shows up in your favor because you are all in. So 100%, guys, all in, committed decision. Number two, you're going to have that winning why. Why do you want this goal? Does it excite you? Does it make you jump out of bed in the morning? Is it setting your soul on fire? Have that winning why so solid that when you might hit little stumbling blocks in the road, it's nothing but a thing because your why is so strong. Number three, I call bullshit on all your excuses. It's not that you can't, it's just that you won't. Decide what you won't do. And then let go of all the rest. Decide on what you won't do and let go of all the rest. You have to be clear on letting those excuses go. Anything is possible if you want it badly enough. You can make anything happen. You can make time for anything if you want it bad enough. And then you're going to make that winning 10 list. 10 action items that are going to move you closer to your goal. Some of them may sound silly. They may sound minuscule. It doesn't matter. Get 10 things that you can do today, tomorrow, this week to move you closer to your goal. And then the last thing is that vibe is going to be super strong. You're going to vibrate at a high level. It's a clear message to the universe that you're operating at a high frequency, that you're not messing around. You are operating at this frequency where the universe has no choice but to rise up to meet it and start making things happen for you. So that's my top 5 today on my birthday podcast about how you're going to now move one step closer to achieving what you want.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That's it.
Great
now,
stuff.
what you were just telling me earlier about when you had this, when you were developing your business here. Yep. And you looked for different opportunities, right? Yep. Didn't that you said, I'm going to go do this.
100%.
Maybe certain people were doubting you or things.
We can get into it. We don't have to sugarcoat it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I went into, I worked in the film industry for many, many years. Did stuff like Macy's commercials, Victoria's Secret, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I was dealing with like big time producers. And I approached some of them and I was like, hey, I'm running a small business social media agency. We make content. We help them promote it on social media, and we're growing super fast. Do you want to team up and like we'll use your studio and your conference room, whatever. And I got told, oh, Facebook's stupid. It's going to be gone a year. And here we are today.
Funny. So funny.
So funny because we're on Facebook Live right now.
I would not exist if it weren't for Facebook, as my Facebook friends know.
So there you go. But yeah, I mean, people are going to tell you because, like you said last episode, the crabs in the bucket, they don't want you to get out of the bucket. They're going to pull you back down. If you have two crabs in a bucket, one's going to always keep the other one in.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, but we have a very, laser focused mission, and we're doing great.
And that's really what we're talking about here today. Laser focus. Yeah. You have to be laser focused. You have to know why you want something. You have to make a commitment, make a decision. So indecision can't worm its way in, and let nothing stop you. Really nothing stop you. That's what that laser focus is. But that is not something that comes easily to a lot of people.
Not at all. And there's professional drivers will tell you, like NASCAR drivers, when they're training people, they tell you to look where you want to go. Right. And they also tell you if it's a stormy day and it's icy roads, look to where you want to go. If you lose control of your car on an icy road and you're heading for the telephone pole, if you're focused on the telephone pole, you're going to hit the telephone pole. But if you focus on where you want to go, you're more likely to miss the telephone
pole. There is a great motivational meme. Yeah. And if you can find this, I will literally, you are so it's Michael Phelps, who is, I think it's the last Olympics, and his competitor, I don't know who the competitor was at the time, is looking at Michael Phelps. And where do you think Michael Phelps is looking?
Forward.
Straight ahead. Nobody can be more. There it is. Look at this. Look at this. So this is basically, I love this. I've used this many, many times with my team when I'm trying to convey being laser focused on and being 100% committed and all in. This is one of my favorite images of all time. And winners focus straight ahead. Winners, which is what we're talking about here today, winning today, focus straight ahead on their goals. And folks that might not have a winning mentality are looking all around them. They're looking at this guy. They're looking at that guy. They're looking over their shoulder. They're looking behind them. Their head is on a swivel. This guy, Michael Phelps, is focused straight freaking ahead. I love this image. And that's really what we're talking about here. When you make a decision, when you have a goal, you have to look straight ahead. You have to be 100% all in. You have to jump in with both feet. You have to be a little bit fearful. You have to be a little scared. Right? Because that's when when I'm scared to do something, guys, I got to be truthful. When I decided to write this book, I was scared shitless. I said, what am I doing? Who am I? I don't know what I'm doing. Every day when I would sit down to write and I was like, this just sucks. It was like equivalent to pushing a peanut across the floor with your nose every day. What am I writing about today? I didn't know if I was worth it. I didn't know if I could do it. I was scared. Will anybody read it? I don't care. I knew it was worth going for. I knew it was worth going for because that's when you're on, at least I know I'm on the right path, because that's when we're dipping our toe outside the comfort zone. If we're in our comfort zone and we're safe and cozy, nothing good grows there, right? We might be safe and comfortable, but nothing good's going to happen. So be laser focused, make a commitment to what you want to do, write down your winning 10, let go of your bullshit excuses, have that why rock solid, and then really vibrate at a high level. That's really what you want to do, guys. It's really what you want to do. And it doesn't always come easily, but the more that you do it, like any habit, the more you practice this type of mentality, the easier and easier it will come. That's why when you said happy birthday to me, people are saying to me, how are you spending your birthday? I said, I'm spending my birthday like I do every freaking day. I'm going to go get people healthy. I'm going to go help people achieve their dreams. I'm going to go write a new book that I'm starting on. I'm going to go work on this podcast. I'm going to go love on people. I'm going to go celebrate my life. That's what I do every day. Every day is my freaking birthday. And that's what we want to help other people realize too. Your birthday shouldn't be one special day out of the year. Every day should be a day to celebrate because you're winning this living life. You're winning every day I'm winning. Every day I might have pockets of the day that's not so winning, but pretty much every day I win. And every day is my birthday. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Nice. You're sitting in undefeated media, so you're undefeated.
That's it. I love that. I love that
You
word.
are undefeated.
Undefeated. That word is not used enough in my day. I'm gonna my new mission is to use the word undefeated in every sentence.
Nice.
Today I feel undefeated.
Nice.
Do you want to build an undefeated business?
There you go. There you go.
It.
Every time you say it, though, you gotta give me a quarter.
I love it. Royalties, right?
Absolutely.
Anyway, well, thank you guys again. I appreciate you being here with us today. Going forward, I'm going to have some folks on our podcast that are living a winning life, and we're going to be featuring them hopefully starting next week as well. And I'd love you guys for my birthday. What you can do, go to wintodaybook.com. Put your email in there. Be the first to know when my book is launched in a couple of weeks. And I appreciate you giving my words your time and attention. I appreciate you giving this podcast your precious time and attention. I am so grateful for all of you. I am so grateful for your support. Thank you for giving me a belief in myself that my words are meant something. And that's what you all do for me today. So thank you, Doug. Episode number 4.
Episode number 4.
In the books. In the books.
Very nice. And you're doing great. These are awesome. These are very, very good. So.
Tactical steps, hypothetical, but then tactical steps. That's what I believe in, right?
Love it. Love it. Love it.
It's a blend of, what do I like to call, heart and hustle. I'm going to give you my heart. H squared. Heart. I'm going to give you my heart, but I'm going to ask you to hustle. I'm going to ask you to get into. Yes.
That's got to be a
we were, and we were in Cancun this past week, and my mentor had these T-shirts made up "Hustle to Freedom." I loved it. Anything with the word hustle in it, because I'm all about the hustle. Right.
100%.
You can't have one without the other if you're going to be successful in life, Doug.
Love it.
So,
love it.
Have a good day, guys, and we'll see you next time.